First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you coming, but I want to thank the Creator. I know I didn't get a chance to speak. I didn't plan to speak, but you know, they said, Lorraine, you got to say something. You know I could talk. But I want to say, first of all, I thank Allah, and I thank Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I thank Allah for Master Farad Muhammad, for those men, if it had not been in my life. The reason why I'm up here today, the reason why this vision came, most of you don't know. I'm not from here. My story is so phenomenal and so great that I only tell a few people. And some people I tell, they look at my mistakes. I come from, I can't even put a name on it, suicide, mental health, homelessness, living in a cardboard box, strung out, did some real ungodly things as a woman. God had came into my life, and I thank Allah. And as my mother would say, put your hand on the Bible. And I said, Mommy, why? She said, just put your hand on the Bible. Because my father was Muslim and my mother, as you see, she's Christian. And she says, I don't care what you say, you close your eyes and you thank the Lord that you hear you alive. And that's why I embrace every Christian sister in here, every Muslim, every Ashe, every masjid, because we are all women. And I had this vision so long and suffering so hard that one thing I learned as a woman, as my family, coming out of my addiction, was very painful. It was a highly addictive drug called crack cocaine. As I was in a plane going over, thank you, in Bobby House, your sister stand up. Come on. They said, Sis.Lorraine, you want to go home? I said, yeah, you know, home, New York City. They said, no, you need to go to the motherland and talk to the ancestors. You have a lot to talk to them about. On that plane, 16 hours over the Atlantic Ocean, this little crackhead that slept on a cardboard box. And I got pictures with a judge in the New York Times who's going to give me 35 years for embezzlement and fraud to the federal penitentiary. I stood there and I looked at the judge, and when those doors closed, and they said you will be, I was only in my 30s, but the money was so good. It was a God. I was making so much money. But when the judge said, you're gonna pay for this, my God said she's not. When I went in that courtroom, my lawyer said to me, you'll get 5 years probation, 2 years, and you can come out. And it was a sister in there, and it was the time for Ramadan. And not that I became a Muslim because I was in jail, because I could fight. I could fight. But I just want to tell you a little something about me. And I went back to school. I went to the business school. Came back to Mons 35 with the sisters in the Nation of Islam and Baki House and all. And I just want to tell you I love you. I love you all. But one of the things that I know that we can do from the womb is to start loving on us from the violence that's happening in our cities, from the mothers who are losing their children, to the men who are turning into women. We have to let our little boys go and let them be men or mentor them, or there is a class called the Fruit of Islam. They will shape them up and they will make them into men. We need our men, because those little girls right there who are my nieces, they're going to look for husbands in the future. We don't want them to start looking at each other. So this is what this whole event was about. And I prayed, and I prayed, and I called people into the universe, and I asked Allah for forgiveness. And I asked my mother to forgive me and my father for my madness and suicide and crack cocaine and homelessness and the things I've done. I want to ask each and every one of you to forgive me. I am getting better because I believe there is a God. I am a testimony that there is a God. And I started calling on people for a year, those who came and those who didn't come. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. And I know she don't want me to call, but Miss Ramona Phillips, would you stand up, please? She is a survivor, and she has always been in my life and always continuing me to continue moving on. And she said, and her daughter, come on, stand up, don't try to hide over here. But this award is something that I just have to say, she's very shy. She is a judge, her name is Rosalind Thompson. She's a judge in the state of Delaware for 33 years, a native Delawarean, an educator, a founder of the City of State of members of Club of Baptist Auxiliary. Because of her license in ministry, she's also a minister, and she has worked in the legal system for our women. Come on, please, Ms. Rosalind. I know you don't like it, but I've got to do this.
Good evening. I too am humbled by the recognition. And yes, I am a little shy, but there are some people in here who know that I'm not shy, right? I just want to say a few words. The sister who was head of the Northeast Civic Center said nobody accomplishes anything major by themselves, and she was so right. It takes a village. God has given us gifts, each one, everybody has a gift. Some more than others, but everybody has at least one. We are to use that gift, not for ourselves, not only for ourselves, not only for our family, not only for our friends, but we are to use it to edify all of God's people. That is so necessary here in this city now. Our city is suffering from all kinds of maladies, educational, violence, political, medical. I mean, we're on some top 10 lists to be such a small place. But it really doesn't have to be if we all use our gifts to help one another. That's what we are commanded to do, because that is the only thing that will matter in the end. Not what we did, what we said, what we have, but who we are and how we love. Thank you.